Hi, dear cricket fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to Cricket Happenings. And well, what are we going to see today? One, we are going to look at the rain hit match between West Indies and India in the second Test match, where West Indies lost two more wickets. There was not much play possible at all, and West Indies actually finished at 98 for 5 at close of play. As I said, there was no play possible. They just took on the score to 98 and they lost two wickets. I'll talk about that, and then I will also cover the Scotland's win in this one-day series against Netherlands, where yesterday they beat Netherlands and today also they had it much easier than before and actually won the match against Netherlands today to take the series. And the tri-series started in Zimbabwe between Australia A, Zimbabwe, and the South Africa A team. And today was the first match, and Australia had it a very easy win. They had a 90-run win over the Zimbabwe 11, which I'll be talking to you about, and also some other cricket news. So first, let me talk about the match between West Indies and India, which today was the second day's play actually, and this was being played at Kensington Oval, Bridgetown, Barbados. And as you know, yesterday West Indies were reduced to 30 for 3, but after that, it was Devendra Bishu, the night watchman, and Ramnesh Sarwan at the crease. And let me tell you, I have to say, because the play did not start on time today due to rain, and so there was some moisture in the pitch at that time, and the bowlers really exploited to the hilt, I would say. Even though if you see Praveen Kumar, he had figures of 17 overs, 3 minutes, 39 runs and 1 wicket that he took yesterday. But let me tell you, this was a brilliant spell of swing bowling from Praveen Kumar, which beat the bat quite often. Though I would only say that he didn't find the edge. It was simply some brilliant swing bowling from Praveen Kumar. As far as Ishan Sharma was concerned, Ishan Sharma was absolutely deadly because he was getting the ball to kick up, and the bounce was the one which also had the wickets too. First, he picked up the wicket of Devendra Bishu, the night watchman, who was caught by Kohli in the gully, bowled by Ishan Sharma for 13. So that was the first wicket to go. And Ramnesh Sarwan continued to struggle as he once again became Ishan Sharma's victim, as an in-swinger came in and Sarwan couldn't offer a bat to it, and he was adjudged LBW ball Ishan Sharma for 18. So those were the only two wickets that went. But after that, what we saw is that Chandrapal and Samuels were playing, and they slowly tried to revive the situation, because 57 for 5, they slowly took the score on to 98. Now, during that, what was very good to see was Shivnarine Chandrapal and Marlon Samuels had made their studies there. So basically, they negated the swing. Even though Praveen Kumar was swinging the ball, what they did was, as you know, whenever the ball is swinging, it is good to play in a late fashion. Instead of just going and trying to negotiate the swing, one could wait for the ball, and that's what waiting for the ball to swing, and then they were playing, and that was precisely why Shivnarine Chandrapal was not out on 20, and Marlon Samuels was not out on 21. And well, as I said, after that, rain completely played spoil sport, and there was no further play in the game, and the play was called off on the second day with the West Indies score on 98 for 5. And let me tell you, this also looks like for the coming week there's more forecast for rain here in the Caribbean, so probably that is also not good news as far as the test match is concerned. Praveen Kumar, absolutely brilliant swing bowling, 17 overs, 3 minutes, 1 for 39. Ishan Sharma completely exploited the bounce in the pitch there, 10 overs, 4 maidens, 31 runs and 3 wickets. Abhimanyu Muthan, 8.3 overs, no maiden, 1 for 18. And Harbhajan Singh bowled 2 overs for 8 runs. That was the only spin that India could bowl. Now, I'll be talking about the next match, and this would be the match between Scotland and Netherlands. Now, Scotland and Netherlands yesterday played a very close game, where Netherlands were in a winning position, were in a very good winning position, and they lost the match to Scotland. And today, in fact, even though Scotland definitely won the series, but definitely had it much easier than before, and although Duckworth-Lewis method came into play, and Scotland won the match comfortably by 5 wickets. Just talking about this match here, Netherlands made 180 for 9 batting first, and they were also in a deep trouble there, because they were reduced to 54 for 6 at one stage with a new bowler. It's a 20-year-old bowler from Scotland. His name is S. Sharif, and he's a seam bowler, and he really caused immense damage. He was the one who really wrecked the Netherlands top half there, and actually had figures of 8 overs, 1 maiden, 27 runs and 4 wickets, and he was the one who really troubled the Netherlands batsmen. And as I said, Netherlands batsmen, the only person who played there was Peter Boren, who contributed 71. After 54 for 6 was Peter Boren along with the tailenders actually pushing the score along. Tom Cooper actually made a good score of 26 of 36 balls with 3 fours, but Peter Boren was the man who really did it for them. Not out on 71 with 5 boundaries for Netherlands, and Hegelman contributed 22, and Mudassar Bukhari, the hard hitter, 28 of 21 balls with 1 4 and 1 6. 180 for 9 Netherlands score after 50 overs for 9 wickets, and as I said, 4 for 27 for Sharif was the best, and there was also Goody who bowled 7 overs on made in 18 runs and 3 wickets, and 1 wicket to Berrington. As far as Scotland were concerned, for Scotland, initially the start was not good. Watts was out very early on to Mudassar Bukhari for a duck, and the person who actually took them to victory was Kevin Coetzer, who actually made he was not out on 89 of 99 deliveries with 11 fours and 1 6. That was a beautiful knock, and that's what enabled Scotland to win the match. And there were some contributions coming from Davey, who made 30, McCallum made 19, Berrington made 10, and that was it. And as I said, the Duckworth Lewis came into play because of the rain factor there, and Scotland actually in fact won the match very handsomely there by 5 wickets, and also took the series 2-0. As far as the bowling figures are concerned, Mudassar Bukhari was the best, 9 overs, 1 made in 21 runs and 3 wickets, and 2 wickets for Hegelman. So that's as far as the Netherlands Scotland match is concerned. Now I'm going to take you down to Zimbabwe, where there was the tri-series which was played today. The tri-series, this was the first match of the tri-series which is being played, and today it was played between Zimbabwe 11 and Australia 8, Harare, and also South Africa is the third team there. So the first match, well, Australia A initially struggled against the bowling of Chris Pofu, and Chris Pofu was the bowled excellently today. In fact, he got the Australian top order to struggle there, and he picked up figures of 10 overs, 1 made in 31 runs and 3 wickets. For Australia, the person who played there was some good knocks coming from Madinson, who made 63 of 81 balls with 6 fours and 1 6, and 52 from Callum Ferguson, 52 of 67 balls with 3 fours, and then the captain Tim Payne contributing an unbeaten 37 of 40 balls with 2 fours. Other than that, there was not much of a resistance. David Warner was out early for 1, Aaron Finch made 21, Keefe made 2. There was not much. As a 232 for 8 was the Australian score, and Pofu has a 3 for 31 and 1 each to Meth, 1 to Chigumbra, 1 to Utseya, and 1. So what was very surprising for me was that normally Zimbabwean spinners have been bowling well, but today the Zimbabwean spinners came for some real tap here. Raymond Price, the left arm spinner, as you know, he bowls very economically, but today was really taken apart by the Australians. 10 overs, no made, and none for 52, and it was 10 overs, 1 made, and 1 for 44 for Prosper Utseya. As far as Zimbabwe were concerned, they were going on absolutely merrily. They definitely lost an early wicket of the captain Brendan Taylor in his first match for Zimbabwe, and he actually contributed 17 of 25 balls with 3 fours. He's the captain of the Zimbabwe cricket team here. And Vusi Sibanda and Hamilton Masakadza had taken the score on to 94 in the 23rd over, and it looked very well set. Masakadza was stroking the ball well on his 57. Vusi Sibanda was looking good on 37, and both were going on well. But after that, in fact, if you see the Zimbabwe innings, there were only the top 3 who had double figures. Brendan Taylor made 17 of 25 balls with 3 fours. Vusi Sibanda made 37 of 64 balls with 4 fours, and Hamilton Masakadza made 57 of 87 balls with 4 fours. But after that, as I said, after the first wicket was gone, once the spinner Lyon was actually introduced into the attack, it was all over. He's a right arm off spinner, and he did immense damage. In fact, he picked up 7 overs, no maiden, 4 wickets for 22 runs, and he bowled splendidly. And after that, the other bowlers also bowled well. Michael Stark, the pace bowler, he had 2 for 26, 1 for 19 for Butterworth, 3 for 22 for Hastings, and they hastened the end of the Zimbabwe innings, and Zimbabwe were all out for 142. And after that, Chakawa was out for a duck. As I said, only the top 3 out of 11 batsmen, the 11 players, there were only 3 persons at the top who actually contributed double figures. Other than that, it's all a telephone number. Chakawa duck, Irvine 9, Chigumbra 3, Mudziva duck, Utseya duck, Mate 6, Raymond Price 4, and Chris Pofu duck. And that was all over. Australia winning the match against Zimbabwe by 90 runs, and now they have 5 points, and South Africa is the other team, who is the third team in this tri-series. Now, some other cricket news. This is from the ICC. As you know, ICC meeting is still going on in Hong Kong, and we saw that they took the good decision of actually including the Associate Nations for the 2015 World Cup. but the associate nations are still not happy because they are not happy with what has happened to the 2020, because in the 2020 they have reduced the teams for the 2012 and 2014. So that's what really irking them. And another news that I have is that Daryl Harper, who was came under constant criticism for the first test match between India and West Indies, has decided to sit it out, and his place was gone to umpire Kettleborough. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say. Yes, I could say that Shane Watson of Australia has mentioned that Simon Katich has a good more than a lot of years still to play in cricket, and he was really surprised that Simon Katich was actually not there. I mean, he was not present in the Australian team. Well, that's it from me, your host Ram, for the Cricket Happening show for today. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram saying goodbye. Thank you.